What's going on, you guys? A little bit different intro for you this week. We're not doing our typical skit.
Instead, we've got some footage and some videos from what we actually got accomplished to the physical gym. So usually it's stuff along the lines of schoolwork or readings that get us towards that degree or get us in that business mind that then help the gym. This week it's a little different because we actually have physical things that help the gym, such as new equipment and ripping down and removing drywall. So without any further ado, let's get into that. Hey! So we did a thing.
So you guys, we have just picked up another piece of equipment for the gym. We are now, unfortunately, going to have to unload it.
Yep.
It is quite a beast, but really good equipment, really great deal on it. So let's go ahead and start unloading.
Alright guys, as you can see by the picture, we had a lot of drywall to get out, but we got it all done. So there's no more big pile of drywall. It's off the walls, it's off the ceiling, and it's starting to come together in here. So we got a lot of work left, but we'll get there.
And with that, you guys, let's go ahead and send it back inside for the rest of the video.
What's going on, athletes? Welcome back to another week in review. If you don't know, and I don't know how you couldn't, I'm Gabriel Wilson, that's Noah Wilson, and this is just us sitting in front of the camera documenting us from from having nothing to eventually getting that brick and mortar facility. Big goal at the end of the day, we want to own and operate our own gym. So with that being said, we need to talk about what we've done this week to get closer to that goal, and as you just saw with the intro, we've done quite a bit. So what else have we done?
Well, yeah, kind of topping that off, that piece of equipment, again, as we mentioned a little bit last week, that was just a gold find, so thank you very much, Jared Hamilton, helping us and hooking us up with that. But awesome piece of equipment. The only thing that kind of stank about it. When we came back from unloading it and everything, we realized that we actually couldn't put it back together.
True.
Because we really wanted to use it and, just get a good workout in on it, because why not? That's exciting, getting that big piece of equipment. But until the gym is actually more renovated, we can't put the equipment in there. So that was a little bit of a bummer, but we have it, and it's going to be used quite a lot.
So in case you're wondering what's on that type of equipment, why are we've been talking it up so much, but what is it?
So that piece of equipment in particular, it has it's got two stacks on it. Basically it's a plate system, so you pick your weight on it and all of that. But there is a hamstring curl and a leg extension on it, so that's a 2-in-1 part, so out and back in. That can be used on one side, then on the other side there is a chest press, there's a high pulley on it for like lat pull downs and things like that, there's a low cable as well, and for all of this, again, the price that we paid for it is just
outstanding.
Incredible that it was
outstanding,
a find like that. So super pumped for that piece of equipment, and always on the lookout for other things, but that's a big one for us. That's definitely a big one.
And if I'm not mistaken, now it's got a potential that we can also put a leg press on it. So maybe in the future we'll find that
another attachment.
That part individually. Right now it's actually difficult to find it individually. It usually comes with the whole set, which we're not paying $5,000+ to then buy a whole other set to just get a leg press. might as well just get an individual and press
Yeah.
that one. But if we find the attachment, then there is a possibility that we can put that on there as well. So that's a really neat piece of equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was of course a big one for us. Kind of continuing with gym relevant material, I guess, is we're still working our way through the books. This week, we'll be honest, we didn't put as much time into it because we were so focused on getting this big piece of equipment and clearing out the drywall, getting all that ripped out and all the things involved with that. So we haven't put as much time this week into the books as we typically have, but luckily we still have plenty of time in the summer, so we should definitely be able to get it all knocked out.
Right. We're still in our accounting book. It's a little boring, a little dry, but you got to do what you got to do because that's definitely information we don't know.
Yes.
So we need to. With the drywall, we had a dumpster here, had a dumpster for a few days. It took about a few days to clear all the old drywall that was all just cracked and falling apart. It was just old drywall. So got all that done. The electrical looks good. It all works. The big news,
Yes.
big news, there is water to the barn. Water is ran to the barn, as kinda. There's a pipe that runs to the barn that in my renovations got cut. So there's currently not water running, but the pipe itself is okay, and I can easily reattach PEX to it and hook everything back up, and it'll be not only modernized at that point, but ready to go. So that was extremely exciting to know that I did not have to run water out to it because that would have been a big expense. So that's good. Drywall's done, and we got a new piece of equipment. Yeah, we've been really busy this week. We've been pretty darn productive. Unfortunately, that means things like our social media took a little bit of a hit because we've been running around trying to figure all this stuff out. Hopefully next week that gets better and that will become more of the priority so that we can get things out. Next week you can anticipate a podcast coming your way. Haven't fully hammered out what the topic will be. There's a few that we've got down in our notes, but we'll sit down, discuss it, and then find relevant research articles to then bring into that podcast. So if you guys are interested in that, keep your eyes peeled. You can find that on your Spotify, or I believe it's on what's Apple's. Is it just Apple Podcast?
Yeah.
Apple Podcast or Google Podcast. So yeah, we're there. And always, of course, if you're not already, please hit that subscribe button down below on our YouTube channel. Become a member, because I believe as of right now we have 10 subscribers, which is much better than when we started, but not great. So let's do a little better, guys. Hit that subscribe button, and it would really help if you also hit that little bell too. Give that a little ding, 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 ding. Yeah, one of them down.
Yeah.
So with that, we'll send you off for the weekend. We hope you all have a great day.